Did you make a new launch purchase in 2020? If you did, this video is for you. Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Ask Joy. Seller stamp duty will no longer be applicable next year for buyers who have made their purchase in 2020. So, what are you thinking? Because I happen to be in the same position as you. My husband and I purchased our first investment property in 2020 when I was 28 years old, and that's Key Residences. Back then, we got our 3-bedroom apartment at 1.6 million. Coming next year, we will be out of the 3-year holding period. This means that we get to restructure our property portfolio without having to incur any seller stamp duty. Based on developers' asking price today, the same unit type will cost about 2.2 million. This means we can target to sell it at a profit of 600,000. With this, plus our initial down payment of 400,000, we will be able to upgrade to a 3.5 million property without touching our personal savings. Therefore, I have narrowed down my next step to 3 options and included the pros and the cons which I thought would be relevant to you who are thinking of your next move. Option 1. Move into Key Residences upon TOP and purchase one more investment property under my husband's name. The upside of this is that we can finally stop renting. Singapore's rental market has been on a surge due to construction delays and lack of completed projects. In fact, Singapore's rental increased the most amongst 30 cities globally in the first half of 2022, on par with New York. Case in point, my landlord has increased the rental of our 1-bedroom condo by over $1,000. The downside is that our budget for the second property will be limited. Based on the current market outlook, we can only consider resale properties that are high in rental so as to generate immediate cash flow. There are, however, low-hanging fruits in the subsale market which we will potentially look into. Option 2. Sell Key Residences and upgrade to a freehold landed property. The upside is that we get to enjoy a much bigger space and obviously stop renting. The downside is that the money repayment can be quite heavy, especially so after the recent announcement in September where the US Federal Reserve announced another round of interest hike. If we were to sell Key Residences and upgrade to a 3.5 million landed property, the mortgage payable is estimated to be 11,000 based on 3% interest rate. If the interest rate increases by another 1%, my money mortgage will be 12,500. The increment of every 1% interest rate will result in an additional 1,500 mortgage payable per month, which can be quite stressful. But I will not be deterred by this. In fact, I do see an opportunity. The rising interest rate as well as the later changes in the computation of TDSR will stop many buyers from entering the property market. There will soon be a drop in demand, resulting in serious sellers selling at market value. Sellers who are trying to test the market with rocket high prices will be phased out. This gives sincere buyers like myself a good chance to spot a great deal. My point of view is that if interest rates were to drop, everyone will be rushing in to buy again. One thing for sure is that nobody can be extremely certain that they will be able to enter at a cheaper price if they were to continue to wait. Option 3. Sell Key Residences and buy a new launch in the central region of Singapore. The downside is that we will need to continue renting, but the upside is that there wouldn't be much stress paying the money mortgage because new launches is based on progressive payment, which is what I have been going through in the past years. If I were to purchase a new launch instead of a freehold landed property, based on 3% interest rate, my money mortgage is only $737 at the foundation stage. Should the interest rate raise to 4%, my money mortgage is only $835, a mere increase of $84. This is perhaps one of the many reasons why the demand for new launches remain unaffected by interest hike to this day. I am currently toggling between these 3 options, and regardless what my final decision is, there is only one end goal at the end of the day, and that is to upsize my assets. I target to upsize my property portfolio by at least 500,000 every 3-year cycle. If you need someone to speak to about your next property move, do get in touch with me via the following methods. I will see you in the next episode of Ask Joy.